recorded.
Okay, so we're gonna get this call started this morning. Really glad to be here. My name is Phyllis Nash. I am one of your four co-founders. I don't know what's going on this morning. Wait a minute, let me see, because everybody's not muted, and I'm not able to find. So hold on. Oh, a whole lot of people not
Yeah,
muted.
baby.
I'll get it.
Okay, okay. So, I am Phyllis Nash, one of your co-founders, one of four co-founders here at Akana. Glad to be here. And with that being said, I implemented this call over 5 years ago as we were transitioning from one company and starting Akana and Wakana at the time. And it was like maybe a month and a half that before we started Akana upon exiting the other company. And people sometimes they will get scattered and I didn't want that to happen. So I wanted us to have a happy place that we could all meet up every day until we kicked off this phenomenal company called Wakana. And I think in the beginning, myself, Dr. Pat, Dr. Rita, we each had a day. Then we brought on, I think, um, I think Dan. I don't know if Dan was before Dr. Ross, but for over 5 years, I've been doing this call. And a lot of times I wake up, y'all, I don't even have an idea of what I'm going to talk about, to just be real. But I ask the Lord to send me something, or something in my life has happened, or something that I'm doing that I think might be helpful because we're on the same path and I want to share it with you. And sometimes things are happening, and then I do some studies on it, and I want to share that with you. But guess what? This morning, he didn't send me anything, but he did send me this. And he told me to ask you guys to participate. Now I'm going to give you a specific list of how I want you to participate. He just told me to talk to y'all and let y'all talk. But what I want you all to talk about is because I think that we give some of the best training in the world. Apps, Dr. Ross. Dr. Ross tells you everything and anything you need to know about operating your business, how to use your app, how to use your website, and it's there for you. But I noticed that some things that people still don't understand, and a lot of times I think people just don't ask the question. There is no dumb question. One thing I pride myself on, and I don't care who's listening, I don't care. Now, don't think I don't get a little uncomfortable, but I'm like, damn it, I'm just gonna ask this question because I don't understand it. And as long as I don't understand it, I can't move forward confidently with it. And if I don't, and if I'm not getting it right, and even if people say stuff to me, sometimes I got to give it back to them so that I know that I'm getting what they're saying. And so, understanding is everything. Communication is everything. So this morning, for these 11 minutes we have left, I'm going to ask you, is there anything that you want to know? Now, listen to what I say about building your business. Don't get on the phone, tell me what happened in customer service. Don't tell me about the order you didn't get. I'm not dealing with that right now. That's another call, another day. I'm dealing with building your business, doing elevation parties, doing a follow-up call. How do you reach out to your sponsor? When is the best time to have kick off your business? Any question about building your business is what I want you to ask. And I have other leaders here on the line. I heard them coming on. Dr. Roz is here. I heard Cap.
You muted yourself. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. She kind of got knocked off, so she'll be jumping right back on. There she is. Go ahead, unmute yourself, Phyllis. You're back on, but you're muted.
Those are the questions that I want asked. Again, not about an order, not about the administrative side of the business. I want questions based on how you build your business and how we can maybe answer something that you don't know and you need answers. So somebody's off speaker, so that means there's a question.
It's me, Phyllis, Crystal. Good
Yes,
morning.
Mr. Robinson. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Quick question. So when we're sharing Akana and now the soul massage spa, what do you? Is there a different way to close people who have businesses as opposed to people who are choosing to just be customers? Like, is there a different way to attract and close more business partners?
You look for business-minded people more so. And I'm not saying that they're your regular people that work a job might not be business-minded, but you ask them what interests you more, and then what they say. And then if they say the business, then you offer them the options. Well, how do you want to get started? Good, better, or best. Good is, of course, the $3.99 pack. Best, better is the $7.99 diamond pack, and diamond sapphire pack, and then where is it? Yeah, sapphire pack, and then the diamond pack is the $2,000 pack. So you ask them how they want to get started and give them their options and say, which would be more comfortable for you, and then they'll give you a little insight on what they're looking at, and then you might let them know how that 2,000, because they might get in because they are interested in being a coach. You can let them know how you can break it down, but until they give you some insight or feedback, you don't have to break it down, because some people are ready to give you that credit card and get started like that.
Okay, thank you so much.
Does that help in that question you just asked?
Absolutely, it did.
Okay.
And I'm hearing you say we're asking them.
Say that again.
Go ahead. I'm hearing you say either way, how we want to know, how do they want to get started, or how do they see themselves as a 1, a 2, or a 3, right?
Right.
Not a 1, 2, or 3. Sorry, as a
customer or distributor.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And when you say distributor, say if a customer or a business owner, you don't want it. They are a distributor, but you want to make sure that they understand that they are starting a business, and so you want to emphasize that business owner. Okay. Of course, there'll be a distributor, but you want that person to think, hey, they're coming into the business. So if you're coming into a business, it's more serious, because now you got other things you have to do. And you just want to go through that and let them know, if you're there with them, you might have several other people if you're in an event. And you want to take your people and put them in a circle. If you've invited 3 or 4 people, that's why I put the emphasis, guys, on if you're at an event, not showing up at the event with your guests, it's a disservice to your business. It really is. And this is not MLM. This is not network marketing as I've been used to it. People show up with their guests. And because it's their vested interest to be there with their guests, because you don't know what kind of business person, or what kind of customer this could lead to. You don't know what kind of circle of influence they have. So being there with your guests is part of your business. And when you're there and you have 2 or 3 guests, say you have yourself personally invited 2 or 3 people, you got 2 people that want to get started and order some product, you got a business partner, and you want to put them in a circle and kind of answer their questions. Now, when they let you know that they want to be a customer, you get them started on their customer application if you haven't already done that. That business owner, you want to give a little extra information to, and have, so that you can give him a little extra insight on what that business is going to talk about. You can't really be doing that yourself if you're trying to take care of other distributors' guests and that didn't show up. Again, I emphasize that because that just is not fair for the person that's there doing the meeting and them building their business. So, hope that helped you, Crystal.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Okay.
you.
Anybody else? Brenda Jones, I see you have your phone unmuted. Do you have a question?
Yes.
Yes, and I think it's connected to what she just said, but I just want to know, is there a different approach to people that are already in different businesses as opposed to someone that is not in it?
For me, it's not, because what I'm looking for is, are you open to a business opportunity if it didn't take away from what you're already doing? They're already busy. So if you're a hairstylist and I have a business, I mean, I'm just using hairstylists, it could be any business. First, I'm going to ask them, are you open to hearing about this opportunity if it doesn't take away from what you're already doing? And if they say yes, then I'm going to share it. Because if you're a hairstylist, those ladies go under, I don't know if they still go under the dryer, if they getting conditioners, they should. But if they don't, they're going to be in their chair. They can sit there and listen to a couple of my videos while they're in. You got almost a captured audience. You got people coming in, sitting in your establishment that you could have, rolling on the TV or your monitors or on their phone, your presentation. So I'm going to ask them if they're open first. So if they're open, fine. And if they're not open, then girl, I want you to support my business because, you're here supporting theirs. So I don't think there should be a difference. And once you get the question as if they're open or not.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Phyllis,
welcome.
if they're open, if they're not open, or they just no, I can't do anything right now, then it's fair for us to just ask them, do they know anyone who is?
It's
Is that a good thing?
definitely fair. Every time you approach somebody, guys, if they say no, then your job is to ask for referrals. And if it's somebody that you're spending money with already, your hairstylist, your nail tech, and I look at y'all are spending that kind of money with people. If you're going and support anything that they've done, your insurance agent, your accountant, when you go to the bank, you are a customer. All those people in there, you are help supporting. So my point is, you're supposed to always ask them as well as for referrals. And even if they're a business partner, you want to say, can I put you on our Facebook group page so you can keep up with what we're doing? We are doing some amazing things. Be confident about your business. If they say, no, I'm not open right now, fine. I want to be able to follow up with you in a couple of months. Because if they didn't just say no, a lot of people going to say, no, not now, I'm really busy. That's fine, no problem. I just would like to add you to my Facebook group page so you can see what amazing things our company is doing and how people are being benefited through their health and their wealth. Be bold and be confident about your business.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see Royal is unmuted. You got a question for me, Royal?
I do. I do. Are there any tips when a person is vending?
This is the best tip I have for vending. Make sure if you are vending that you are capturing information. Your information, you should have a little card on there. You should get their phone numbers. You should get their emails. You should find out the best time to contact them. You should find out if they want more information on being a customer or if they're interested in a business. And that would be your number one thing, because a lot of times at vending events, you don't get to do the presentation. You don't get to do all of that. It's very limited time, especially if they're there. But you got a lot of good people and potential. But what's more important for me is to make sure you go to every other vendor there and get their information. They are already entrepreneurs. They're already in business. You don't have to wear their ear out because they paid for that booth. They're there to make money, but you want them to know that, hey, I'd love to get with you later. Can I get your information? And that is what I do in vending. I might not even back in the day when I did that, I might not even go there and get a booth. I just go and gather and talk to all the vendors there, get their information. Because what do I know? They're already entrepreneurs.
Okay, well, that much for me almost goes without saying. My question is more about how do you attract them to the different products that we have on the table.
Okay, so whatever you're featuring, if you're going to feature your hair products, you're going to be educating, you're going to be doing demos, you're going to get people's attention. So, you got to do something there. So you got to do the demos. I would do your scoping demos if that is what you are going to be representing, because you can't cover everything that we have. What's your most standout? If people see people getting scopes, they're going to stop and see, because what is it? Our hair is our crown in a lot of cases. So you got to have that information out there. You got to be able to sample some pain cream. If they walking through there, they're going to have pain. A lot of people are going to be in pain. You can make their event a lot more easier and more comfortable if you're sampling pain cream.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And make sure you have proper signage. Get you a banner so that people can see who you are, even if they don't stop and stay. They can see who you are. They can see the name. You can start branding yourself.
Okay. Thank you, Phyllis.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
Phyllis, can I just add, don't forget to follow up with everyone whose information you get. Like, follow up within 24 hours or the same day.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hey, and you know what? There are a lot of people on the line that have knowledge. There are a lot of people on the line vending right now. I haven't vended in a while, but I do know the basics of vending. So if you have some information you'd like to share, don't hesitate to drop in. I'm not the only one here. Like I said, there are other leaders out here. Dr. Rice's input. And when I say leaders, I'm talking about Ruby's and above, because Ernestine is on here, Kathy's on here, Sylvia's on here. All of you guys can bring it. I mean, Sylvia, when she goes to an event, her table is going to invite you over because her setup is great. Terry is on here. So guys, unmute and join in, please.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. So this is Kathy. Hey, y'all. Just make sure you also do a giveaway. That's really the quickest way to get people to fill out a lead sheet. They're gonna need to, and make your lead sheet simple. Name, email, phone, and you can have some little check boxes or something like that. I'm interested in learning about great products. I'm interested in how I can leave my job. I'm interested in learning how I can do an office event or a seminar for my friends. You can have those little check boxes on your sign-in sheet, and you use that as a way of entering your drawing. So every time that I vend, there's something that I'm giving away because I want them to come to the table. Everybody's going to sign up for something free. Everybody's going to sign up for something free. So on your sign, you're going to put this drawing and whatever it's worth. If you're giving away a bottle of Hempranium, this is in the $80 value that you're getting for free. I can't say that I give away something that expensive. I'm not kidding you. But I'm just giving that as an example. But generally the gift that I give away is $25 or more. Okay, so you want to, that's gonna fund somebody. Oh, $25 gift. Okay, great. Or you might give away a bioscan party. That helped. I did one of those in March, and that really did help get me to the numbers that I wanted to get for March. And you can do things like that, just be creative and giving away whatever you're going to, whatever the product is, or if you're going to give away a service.
or anything like that. So you just want to be really creative. And like she said, a great table setup will draw somebody over to at least compliment you. And then you can offer them, hey, you got a little pain? You want to, rub that on your elbow, or, what have you. And then they start looking at your things and you begin to have a conversation. But that great signage that Phyllis talked about, the giveaway, you want to make sure they can see that. You want to make sure they can see what you're doing, and you want to be present. So if you're at a vending event, get there the earliest as possible, because what that does gives you a chance to set up your stuff. And then as other people are setting up, you get a chance to go around and meet them. And depending on the size of the event, I will make up little bags of sample things to give to the vendors, so that when I'm going around to their tables, I might be giving away a sample gummy with my card on it, or with my sticker on it. So it helps to kind of have a few things that you can do to generate that connection.
Great info, Kathy. And also emphasize, while you're giving them your information, make sure you get theirs. Make sure.
Absolutely. Whenever you're going
That
around with
was
the
great
vendors,
info. Mm-hmm.
take a notepad with the vendors. But what I've noticed, what works really great, is just take a picture with your phone of whatever information they're giving out, and then make sure to ask for their cell phone info. I've noticed that sometimes people will just give you that general information.
Right.
And so, yeah. And so you want to make sure that when you're doing like your drawing thing, you want to make sure you you have that cell phone as them to fill out, and make it a requirement for the win. Because people will sometimes put their name and their email down there, and then you pull their name and there's no way to call them. That's not a lead. That's not a lead. You want to make sure that they know what they're filling out on the lead sheet is required for them to win the prize.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, we have gone over, but I didn't, but we're open if you have any more questions. We also see we have Diamond Bernadine Kirkland on the line. So I didn't want to leave out any of the leaders. Anita Shelton, all the rubies and above are able to answer these questions. So anybody else have any questions before we call it day? Anybody? Okay, I see. Cherie, you got a question for us?
Okay, yes, Phyllis. Okay, the giveaways, and also the samples, the Ronia berry juice, the gummies, we did that early on. The sign-in sheet for everyone that comes to your table. And also with the phone number, we went through this a while back. Instead of asking for their phone number, ask for their text number, and they'll give you that quicker than it's the same thing, but when you say text number, they'll give you that quicker. They'll give you the number quicker.
Thank you. Before we leave and end this call, guys, or talk about what weekend activities are going on, does anybody else have anything they want to ask? Okay, so with that being said, we're going to talk about what's happening with Dr. Roz. Oh, wait a minute. Diana, do you have a question? Okay, so she's just unmuted. So, Dr. Roz, what's going on Saturday?
Saturday at 10 o'clock, Phyllis, we will be doing our normal Zoom as our custom, and making sure you get those people across the finish line. Just get them on there. Let's tell them what we're doing here at Akana from beginning to end, everything as relates to Akana and the business and being a customer. And then right after that, we will have what we call a gardener showcase. Many of you are starting to garden, or you've got something in a pot, or maybe you've got a full-fledged garden. Join us in showcasing it. Hit me up and email me or text me and let me know you're coming to showcase yours. And then invite people to be exposed and inspired, and to know that this is where we need to move towards if we're going to be a blue zone and with our flatbed lifestyle. I will do a very short short presentation at the beginning, explaining why we're even talking about this. Because when we detox, especially, we want to grow the stuff we're detoxing. So I'll talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to get into showcasing anybody that wants to share their garden. All right.
What time is that one, Dr. Rice?
That's 11 a.m.
Okay, thank you. Central, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Who else? I know tonight is the Prince party at the dispensary, guys. So it will be, I don't even know what the start time is. I don't have that in front of me, but I just wanted to mention it because if you haven't bought your tickets, the tickets are still ready. I can't wait to see you guys. Haven't seen some of you in a minute. So I will be at the Prince party. I know there is Dr. Betty or Sylvia's on. Is you want to make any announcements about certification? Anybody? So Dr. Betty, is she not on? Okay, so certification, guys, is going to be at 6 p.m. on Sunday. And I am encouraging you guys, even for the new people, old people, guys, sometimes y'all, I'm just saying, things that we've been talking about for over 5 years, and sometimes you don't get it. Listen with copious ears, take copious notes because you're going to understand. And if you don't understand something, ask. I'm going to put it in the notes. I'm going to do the compensation. I think I'm the second speaker. So if you don't understand what CD is and who counts for your CD or what line you're supposed to be looking at when we're talking about CD, ask. It's okay to ask. So I can show you right there when I have the screen up so you don't make mistakes, costly mistakes. So Crystal, I see you're unmuted. Do you have something you'd like to share?
Yes, the purple party is tonight at the dispensary. It's from 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. And then I wanted to remind everyone that we are not having the Saturday morning self-care Saturday workshop elevation experience. So those are postponed until further notice. Thanks.
Okay, and Crystal, I want to ask, why aren't you having those anymore? I have a reason for asking that.
Absolutely. So the attendance on Saturdays has been decreasingly low and lower, and it's at the lowest point. So I talked to Melissa and the team and let them know that we just thought it's summertime. People have a lot going on. Everyone's busy. They have barbecues and birthdays and funerals and baby showers and everything under the sun. So people are just not coming out to Saturday mornings. So we just decided to pause them for now. They'll probably come back maybe in the fall, but for now they're paused because of low attendance, and that's low attendance for guests as well as low attendance for wellness coaches and distributors.
Okay. So my thing is that, guys, this is a business, and I salute you guys and what your decision is. But I'm talking to everybody else now that has not supported that event because it is a business. They get you out on time. I've been in MLM for over a lot of years, right? And Saturday morning have always been a time that people got together, guests as well as distributors. It's about what the priorities are and how you're building your business and how you're looking at this. If you had a McDonald's, you'd be there. I don't care, 7 days a week. I don't care whatever came up, summer, autumn, winter, fall. I'm just saying we don't take this like what the business that it is. And that's so important. And so there are people out there that want to build stuff. We just got to go and bring in and infuse in more people. I just have to share that. I'm going to always give you the other, not the softer side. I'm going to give you the real side. We build businesses every day. So I just want to now leave you. If anybody else have any information or things they want to share.
I do. Phyllis, I just want to say when I do events, I always have a feedback survey, and I don't know if anyone else does it, but I got some good information back on the one that we did, and you can kind of improve your event. So that's just a suggestion.
Okay, awesome, Brenda. Thank you for that because you had a good event. So that's really good. Feedback as always, because we're looking from a lot of times we try to look from the prospect and the customer side, but we're also looking from our side too. So that feedback is definitely needed in anything that we do. So that's great info, Brenda. I see Sylvia, you're unmuted. Did you have something to say, dear, before we got off?
Oh, I apologize. Thanks, Phyllis. I'm driving, but I just wanted to let everybody know the certification links will go out Saturday. So just in case they're looking for them.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay.
I do have some more information about certification, just so that you guys are, just to emphasize what Phyllis said, we are going in depth in certification. This is where you get all of the intricacies of your business and your products answered. So let me just share with you the agenda that Dr. Betty has put together. Customer registration. If you don't know how to make your person a customer, we're going to go through that. Compliance, CBD 101, blood type testing. We will touch on the bioscan. We'll go through the flat belly products. We will go through compensation. We will talk about the soul massage and why the EE centers are important for your health. We will talk about new products, including the Builder and Endocalyx Pro. So I'm telling you, we have revised how we're doing this, and we just encourage new people, older people, middle people, distributors, please attend your certification, because this, as Phyllis said, this is your business. So the more you know about it, the better and more confident you're going to feel about it.
Okay, guys, I think we covered it all. So leaders, rubies and above, meet us on the call. See you next week, guys.
Thank you.
Wow, push, 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 push.